Greetings, peace, and blessings. Welcome to the spiritual experience. We are all on our own journey called life. I'll be your host, helping to navigate you through these challenging times. Know that we are all spiritual beings here on a human experience, meaning we're here to learn, to evolve to the highest versions of ourselves, raising our vibrations and creating a higher quality of life. Let's see what's on today's prayer card. May your unfailing love come to me, Lord, your salvation according to your promise. Psalms 119:41. 11 and 9 being 20, which is a 2, plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So this is divine order, spiritual awakening, good fortune, and trusting your inner wisdom. All right. So let's see what number the angels have for us today, y'all. All right. So we got 3. 6 is 9. 4, 13. 14. Okay, so we're using the temperance. So what lessons are we learning? Because the Lord is unfailing in his love. Because our salvation will be according to his promise. All right, and that's divine order. So before we jump into this energy, y'all, I want to take a second and honor the divine with a protection prayer. I want to take a moment and honor the divine, the highest of white light. Please send your protection while I channel this energy. And if any negative energy tries to come my way, please transmute into love, power, and light. And let all evil eyes go blind and monitoring spirits go deaf. While I open my heart, mind, and spirit to the divine. Divine Spirit, I am willing to learn and be teachable while transcending my energy to love, peace, and prosperity. And may that be so in the name of Jesus. Amen. Now let's see what's going on in this divine energy war. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, so please y'all remember, when viewing my messages, use your own discernment. And my videos are timeless. They are meant for you whenever you see them. All right. So let's see what issue today, Spirit, we have at hand. Please and thank you. All right. Ooh, interesting. All right, so this came out sideways. We have, so I'm going to take it in the upright as this is going on. This is 17. 17 being success, fortune, and spiritual growth. We got a lot of success, fortune, and spiritual growing today. And listening to your inner wisdom and following your North Star and aligning with the design of the divine. So in his unfailing love for us, he want to make sure that we stay on our path towards his promise and our soul purpose. So if you start feeling like you get a little distracted or feeling some kind of doubt, just meditate, look within self, and know that the divine love is unfailing. And even though it may feel like it's taking long, patience is a virtue. Because he always keeps his promises. He always fulfills everything he says he will do for you. So just be patient, follow your North Star, continue to be aligned, and utilize this time as your temperance to see what lessons the divine wants you to learn as you move forward on your soul's purpose. So we're going to go ahead and clarify the star card. Follow your own star. To find your star, meditate upon your own nature. At the center of your true self, a great secret will be revealed. The great secret is the key to your creative powers. Knowledge of this great secret will answer your question. For inspiration, take a walk under the night sky. and contemplate your existence. So those are another options. You could walk under the night sky and meditate and talk to the divine, your ancestors, and by removing distractions and just being out there with the air and the moon and the nature, it allows yourself to be able to hear the answers that the universe wants to reveal to you to help you solve whatever doubts or different detours you may be experiencing. Know that you are not alone and the divine got you. So, we're going to see how this is affecting us in the physical. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, we got 2 cards. So this one came out first. Hangman. And this is in a block, so maybe you need to withdraw from a situation. Excuse me, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. So we have this blocked, which is the Hangman, and that just means you need to withdraw from the situation so that way you can see things clearly. And this came out upside down. The number is 12. So this is the end of a cycle. So as this cycle is closed and you're releasing these patterns and you're releasing different belief systems that you used to show up in society with, maybe you need to withdraw from a certain job, certain family members, certain activities, certain things that you are doing that's keeping you from aligning with your soul purpose and being in the salvation of the divine's promise to his unfailing love for you. So as you meditate, take time away from distractions so that way you're not being confused by these illusions and delusions from these trickster spirits that come to bring you these divine detours and these delays, because it's only redirecting you for your protection. But if you're not using your discernment to see that the divine is pulling you away from these places, things, and people for a reason, I can see how that could be blocked, because he wants to give you salvation and promises, but you can't be in your own way blocking your own blessings. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify the Hangman card. It is time to retreat, withdraw, and surrender to quietude. When the internal waters are still, you can see and hear your deep external self, which is your own truth. Through meditative contemplation, you will arrive at truth. Your glorious nature is revealed. When the clear waters of your mind cease to distribute by rippling thoughts, this is a voluntary withdrawal. Re-enter the world only when you have received answers. Do not be pushed or agitated by the whims of others. Yeah, so as you withdraw and you talk to the divine and you hear the answers that he's given to you on these situations and how to handle these situations, you have to sit with that truth and use your temperance to find the lesson in that situation of why this is happening to you. And you can't be rushed by others to help push you through this process. Everybody will get through this process at their own time, in their own way. So you cannot feel forced. Stand in your own convictions and let the divine illuminate your path and how to handle and solve the solution. Because it's only right. Wow. Right, so we got the Wheel of Fortune. This is affecting us in our mindset, in our belief system, and how we communicate. So this came out blocked. So we got a lot of blockage going on. So by holding on to these different situations that's affecting us in our physical, it is blocking our wheel of fortune. So we need to get aligned and listen to the answers that the universe is talking to us about, because we don't want to block our blessings from not learning these lessons and getting aligned with the divine's plan and purpose that he has for our soul. So we're going to go ahead and clarify the wheel of fortune. Yeah, because time up. This is a 12. This is 10. So this cycle is definitely complete. We're closing them doors. We have to release what no longer serves us, because it can't move forward with us. It's only right. We have to purify our space and make our space a sacred space. Only what the divine wants in our space should be in our space. All those chaos, confusion, manipulation, deception, doubt, fear, chaos, all of that, toxicity, it cannot come with you. We are good vibes, good energy. We only bring in love, light, truth, honesty, righteousness, joy, peace, mercy, gratitude with a new attitude, because we let go of those lies, of deceptive things that's not helping our soul purpose, not pleasing the divine, not giving us the things we need to get aligned so that way we can see clearly and reach our wheel of fortune. It's only right. We deserve the best, because the Lord's love for us is unfailing. We will only fail ourselves. We will only get in our own way, because he will come to us as our salvation and hold on to his promises. We just got to keep the promise to ourselves and to him to stay aligned with his design, because it's only right. Now let's clarify the wheel of fortune. Your fate is changing, raising or failing. Stay balanced through these changes. You are responsible for your own state. Whatever you are seeking outside of yourself is a manifestation of your desire to understand your own inner spirit. The ultimate goal is to stay balanced in heart, mind, spirit, and body through all the upward and downward movements of life. In times of sadness, retain your equilibrium. In times of joy, retain your equilibrium. So, as you see these toxic situations for what they are, you have to maintain your balance. As you see these positive situations for what they are, you still have to maintain your balance. You don't want to move too quickly. You don't want to jump into any rash impulses. Let your present unfold and let the divine guide you on how to handle these situations and move through these waters in the way he designed us to be. No matter which way the world is turning for you, whether you spiraling up in this new cycle or you spiraling down, just know where your North Star lies and staying on your convictions. Learn these lessons as you are navigated through these changing times, because the shift is going on. So just make sure you're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and moving forward the way the divine is aligning for you too. It's only right. All right, let's see how this is affecting us in our energy and in our spirit, please and thank you. All right, we got 3 cards. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about that. See, I just feel like that's a sign, because everything that happens in a reading is a sign showing that beware these distractions. These distractions will take you off your path because you put your energy into something thinking that it's going to work out. But if you're not using your discernment, you'll get fall into these traps, and then you'll be delayed and be redirected on these detours through your life. So make sure you're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and knowing what people you are letting in your circle. So make sure you're just paying attention to that. And we got Sister of Wind. So it's a feminine energy, or it could be a masculine operating from his feminine side, who is standing in his own convictions, standing in her own convictions, and transforming into the person that the divine designed for her to be, while she's standing as her most authentic self, while she is paying attention to the lessons that the universe is showing her. So as she gained the clarity and a new perspective and find the solutions, this blockage will be removed, and she will be able to see what direction her wheel of fortune is turning in and be able to handle it no matter which way it's going. So right now, she just needs to take this time, fall back, reassess, reevaluate, reflect on the different situations that's going on around her, to see how the divine is trying to show her to navigate these situations. All right, so let's see, clarify Sister of Wind. The truth has risen to the surface. You may feel that you are engaged in battle. You may feel that you are fighting against traditional notions or values. This is not an easy time, but your ideas are correct. Stick to your convictions and you will eventually know victory. So it's only right, as you stand on your own truth, following the North Star and the divine, withdrawing from certain situations, certain places, things, or people, and you start to gain clarity and a new perspective on seeing how these situations may have affected your reality for the good or for the bad. But as long as you're paying attention as it unfolds, you will know joy, because the divine's promise of his unfailing love for you will start to shine through. It's only right. Yeah, because as you gain those insights, because we got this in the reverse, resurrection, as you gain your new insights on how to navigate with your soul's purpose, the blockage will be removed on your resurrection, because you'll be enlightened on how to stay aligned with the way that the divine wants you to be aligned. Because you have to fall back and meditate so you can see clearly. So definitely go out in nature, maybe cleanse your energy, sit in your room, quiet, peaceful, meditate, just so you can hear the answers and the solutions from your inner self as you follow your North Star, to see how to navigate these situations so the divine can illuminate your path for you. And then you can ride to the winds of change of your spirit, raising to the 5D, the way of the cross. So definitely your belief system and how you seeing something, your perspective, your discernment of who you allow in your space, of what activities you allow yourself to engage in, of just what assignments the divine have in line for you. Because you don't want to get these counterfeit connections. You don't want to keep getting hit with deceive and make-believe opportunities. You don't want that. So just make sure we're paying attention to what's going on around us, and we standing on our own convictions. And if it doesn't resonate with our soul, we letting it go. It's only right. It's only right. So we're going to clarify resurrection, and then we're going to come back and clarify Ten Away. Your personal perceptions and consciousness will dissolve, to be replaced by the deepest understanding possible. You are in the final stage of knowledge. As you know it, you are about to be resurrected into new thinking, into a completely new stage. It is as you are entering a new eon or cycle in the grand scheme of life. Let this happen naturally and beautifully. Do not fear change. You have earned the right to ascend. You have earned your rewards. You deserve every good thing that happens to you. So it's only right. So as you start to see and remove certain situations and places and things and enforce those boundaries that the divine wants you to enforce and release from your life that no longer serve you, because the cycle is up. We stand in our convictions. You will start receive all the promises and rewards and abundance that the divine has for you, because you have to see the lessons for what they are, and you have to balance out your energy, and you have to balance out your emotions, so that way you can make sure that you stay in line with the divine no matter what way your situation is going. If you are being hit with pain or you being hit with joy, bliss, you have to see how the divine wants you to move going forward as the cycle closes. It's only right. So now let's see what 10 of when. We're going to clarify that. The way of the cross. Death comes to the old ways of thinking. A new perspective arises. You have learned to think in the ways of nature, and your thoughts are clear. You are transcending old patterns of thoughts that have kept you caged in a reality which no longer serves you. You feel as if your spirit is rising to the winds of change. It's only right. So as you're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and listening to the answers that the universe is showing you to how to navigate these situations, these blockages will be removed, because you'll gain the perspective, you'll gain the insight and the clarity needed to show you the divine got you. And he always keeps his promises, but you got to do your part too. So let's see what the oracles got to say about the situation. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right. We have Forest Frolic Maiden. Now this is 11, so definitely new beginnings, being authentic, being your most original self. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy she brings. So as you stay, with your imagination and your innocence, your creativity will start to flow. And as your creativity starts to flow, it'll give you different possibilities on how to move forward and receive your downloads that you're getting, how to navigate these situations that's aligning with your soul purpose. Because nothing is wasted. None of these situations we go through in our life is wasted. Everything happens for a reason. And you also have to take accountability and be aware of what you're putting out, what energy are you putting out, to see why these things is coming back to you in the pattern or the way they are. Yeah, and we got on the bottom, throat chakra. I speak my truth and I encourage others to speak their truth. It's only right. So as you stand on business and you speak your truth and you see the different opportunities and these possibilities of how to handle the situations going on in your life, you'll see nothing was wasted, that you are on your path. And if you feel like you was off your path, you'll see as you align with the divine, he will make your path straight again. So it's only right to withdraw so that you can see you got it in you. Everything you need is within inside you. Keep your heart soft. Pay attention. Focus on self-love, self-loyalty, self-respect. Listening to the divine, being obedient and disciplining yourself in this new mindset and belief system of this new lifestyle. Creating positive, solid routines from the new foundation that you're finding within self as you're raising your awareness and taking accountability on this enlightenment that you're receiving from the divine. It's only right, because you want to enforce these boundaries. Not everybody's going to understand your path. Not everybody's going to understand your purpose. Not everybody's going to understand why you're moving the way you're moving. It's not for them to understand. It's for you to understand and for you to be obedient and discipline yourself to hear what the divine is asking you to do. It's only right. Yeah, because we got on the bottom. We're going to take these two cards and we're going to call this oracle a day. All right. Your own path. Be creative. Be supportive in your most authentic self. You got to be your number one cheerleader, like the divine is your cheerleader for you. Because I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. Show the divine you willing to ride by yourself if that's something you got to do as you release what no longer serves you. You can't be scared of the unknown. Take a leap of faith. Know that the divine is unfailing in his love. He will always have you and guide you and protect you. You have everything you need as long as you lean and believe in the divine. Solar plex chakra. 4. This is protected. I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. So you making sure, even if you're not perfect, every day you making actions to awaken your personal power, to stand in your power, to ground yourself, to force these new belief systems, and beliefs will no longer serve you. Let them old systems die. Raise your vibration. Raise your energy with positivity. Because it's only right that we move and ascend and transcend all those old things that didn't serve us into things that is feeding our soul, that is resurrecting us with a new perspective, giving us that fresh, that newfound breath of fresh air by riding the winds of destiny, riding the winds of peace, faith, joy, justice, righteousness. We're going to ride these winds, y'all, because enough is enough. It's only right. So now let's see the situation Spirit want to let us know that's going on around us that we need to be aware of. Because the cycles is over with. We moving forward. We is moving forward. Yes, we are. Spirit, give me some situations we need to be aware of, please, and thank you. All right. Got these sticking out. All right. All right, so we got apathy. Some people may be in apathy, and you got to release that apathy and know that being sad, being depressed, being miserable, or in regret of situations you have no control over, you have to release that burden. You can't make your past your burden. You got to see it for what it is. Look at the temperance in that apathy and see what could you learn from this situation. What is the lesson in this situation so that way you can release it and release that apathy too and regain your joy. Yeah, pretend. Because you don't want to pretend like something didn't happen. We're not suppressing any emotions. We're going to work through it. We're going to look it in its eyes. We're going to call it what it is. We're going to find a solution. We're going to release it. And we're going to add that solution to this problem so that way we can enforce our answer into our lifestyle so this situation don't happen again, so we don't have to go through apathy and pretend. Soul twins. So maybe it's somebody that is a soulmate. A soulmate could be a parent, a child, people you work with, friends. Maybe it's something happened. Y'all went through a situation and now somebody's in regret or apathy, but they trying to put on a poker face like it's all love and light when it's not. Remember, energy never lies, y'all. And now they want to ditch taking accountability for whatever happened or act like it didn't happen. That's manipulation and control. You want to pay attention to the energy and the consistency that people are putting out there, because you don't want that to block what the divine wants to do for you, because people want to pretend like they never harmed you or did anything wrong. Ooh, maybe this is a relationship, because maybe somebody's a homosexual. Okay, so this soul twin could be a relationship, y'all. Maybe it's somebody you was in a relationship with and they was cheating and they want to pretend like nothing happened. They don't want to take accountability. They want to ditch responsibility for whatever is going on in this situation. But you can't be gaslit or manipulated to not see what's going on. You got to stand in your convictions. It could be somebody with fake hair. It could be a man or woman, whoever with fake hair, who either is being cheated on or doing the cheating. But you can't pretend like you didn't betray somebody's trust, that you didn't honor what y'all had together. So you have to see it for what it is and stand in your voice. We got throat chakra out here. Stand in your voice, stand in your convictions, stand on your truth. And if you got to release this person out your life, do it with love and light and move forward. and keep that door closed. Enforce your boundaries, because you're not going to be deceived with this make-believe, love bombing, fake appreciation, fake affection. You're not going to be dealing with that no more. We deserve better. You know our worth. Harm. Because this person is trying to cause harm to your spirit, to your path with the divine. You don't want nobody to kill your soul by keep lying to you. Talking about, oh, I'm not going to cheat. Oh, you the only one. Oh, we making plans together, just to come to find out none of the information they telling you is true. They backstabbing you. They lying to you. They pretending to act like they got your back through the situation. Oh, we could have went through something that was devastating, and they act like they got your back. But in reality, they being fake. They not even going to help you. They trying to harm you and set you up with the okie doke. Yeah, watch your money. They be trying to rob you. So pay attention to your energy from these energy vampires, from these opportunists who just want to have sex with you and pretend like your pain is nothing. They want to downplay your pain, downplay your sorrow. They'll come, it could be a romantic relationship. It's definitely somebody sleeping with. So pay attention to somebody who want to downplay your feelings and act like what you're feeling don't matter, like your reality is not truth. That try to make it seem like you're not hearing what the divine is saying to you, that you're not aligned on your path, that you're not seeing the signs and synchronicities. Just because you sleeping with the person don't mean that person is for you. It could be a counterfeit, and that person is there to give you illusions and delusions, and they could be sleeping up to 2 people or more than 2 people they cheating on you with. I'm just saying, you need to pay attention, because whoever is getting in their ear, telling them information that is making them do this to you, or you could be doing this to somebody. I doubt it's you doing that, because we following our North Star Collective. Or maybe you could unknowingly be doing this to somebody because they coming at you not direct with the illusions and manipulation. And they coming with apathy, pretending like your convictions is right. But they want to cause you harm and manipulate what you got going on, make it seem like it's a romantic situation by saying we soul twins. But they behind your back with other people setting you up, trying to harm you for your money. Yeah. So make sure you're moving in the right direction, paying attention to these signs and synchronicities, listening to the divine, make sure you're meditating. Know that what relationships that you're getting into and who you're giving your sacral energy to, who you being passionate with, who you being vulnerable with, because they could just be pretending. They could just be pretending just to take your energy so they could ditch you and discard you, because that's what they do. It's a ritual. They're going to discard you, love bomb you, then treat you bad, gaslight you, and then discard you, and then steal your money. And then they go and run off to the next person and do the same thing. Pay attention to who you interacting with, because the community is healing at this time, because we are growing into a better mindset. We understanding these different manipulating ways. Maybe this person is running around the community, sleeping with all different kinds of people, and they looking for sympathy and empathy from people, but they pretending that they was hurt, and they doing this as a ritual, on a routine. But make sure you're moving in the right direction and staying aligned with the divine, and use your discernment on these different romantic relationships and who you allow into your sacred space, because people just want to cause you harm and steal from you. Yeah, because they can have dirty parts. Can't show you this card. It's only right. Yeah, somebody want to come in and put that toxic energy on you, that toxic, dirty parts, to get you binded to chaos and confusion and these disgusting soul ties that's going to cause you harm to your soul purpose and take you off of your alignment. So make sure you're going in withdrawal. looking at the situations for what they are. If it doesn't resonate with your soul and you feeling anxiety and you feeling miserable and all this negative energy, remove yourself and release these people out the situation. And if you don't know how to do that, get the official help that you need. Even if you got to get a order protection, something, you need to pay attention, because that misery and this sexual, you don't want to wind up with a STD or something, because this person is pretending to be with you romantically, but they are jumping around with their dirty parts, with the dirty part people. So make sure you're paying attention to these counterfeit connections and staying on your own path and talking to the divine and meditate and do the things that you need to do. Find the lessons in these situations. Know that the Lord wants to give you the promises that of great connections, unconditional love, truth, righteousness, and honesty. Stand on your own convictions and express yourself as authentic as possible while facing these situations. And when you handle these situations and you find a solution, use harmonious responses. Handle it with love and light. We don't have to be nasty in these situations. And if somebody did try to harm your health with messing around with other people with dirty parts, talk to the divine to see how to handle the situation so you do not get nasty or indignant about the situation. Just learn how to handle it in a proper way. And I know that's hard to say, because who wants to be burnt? Nobody does. But that's why before you do get burnt, use your discernment and pay attention to these trickster spirits who only want to manipulate you and rush into want to sleep with you and be lusting over you and want to control the narrative by manipulating and controlling you into doing what they want you to do. Don't let nobody rush you into any of these fake, nasty situations. You control your door. You control who enters your body. So pay attention, because you don't want to get these counterfeit connections, and the divine don't want that for you. He want us to be with our divine assigned connections and pay attention. So as long as you using your discernment, you meditating, you cleansing your energy, you following all spiritual laws, it's only right that you get what you deserve. And on that note, we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Love, peace, joy, kindness, and prosperity are the traits and essence of God. As you go out into the journey of life, remember to be the God someone sees today. You may be the only God someone sees today in this divine energy war. Until next time, may the divine peace, love, and blessings be with you. Mwah.